We're going to be looking at what the abomination of desolation is. And we have some hints here in the Bible. Many people think that there's will be the third freshly built temple, the third Jewish temple built, and then there will be an idol set up in the temple, and the Antichrist will cause people, force people to worship this idol, and this is the abomination of desolation. And it may be, it very well may be, but let's look at what an abomination is. We know what desolation is. It means something isn't there. It's desolate. You know, a town that's desolate, or a building that's desolate. We know what. I think we have an idea of what desolate means. But what is an abomination to the Lord? So let's look at what Proverbs says. Proverbs says, lying lips are an abomination to the Lord. It also says in Proverbs 21:27, the sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord. The thoughts of the wicked are an abomination. And Deuteronomy chapter 27 verse 15 says a graven or molten image is an abomination. So all these things here are abominations. These are things that are sickening in the eyes of God. So we can know that it's going to be something that makes God sick about what they're doing. Something evil and wicked that he calls an abomination that makes desolate. Now let's look at a few more verses in here so that we can use wisdom and knowing a better idea of what this abomination of desolation will be, and will there be hints maybe right before it. And I think there is. I think we'll run into a tip or a hint, if you will. Okay, in Daniel chapter 12 verse 11, it says, and from the time that the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, and the abomination that makes desolate set up, there shall be 1,290 days. So God definitely wanted us to have wisdom and to know how many days there were going to be afterwards as well. Now let's turn over in our Bibles to Luke chapter 21 verse 20. And when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them which are in Judea flee into the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out. So we know when this happens here, because he's saying that Jerusalem will be compassed with armies. So this isn't going to be a sneaky thing as far as abomination of desolation is set up, and you didn't know that it happened. But the people that are there are definitely going to know to look out for it, because Jerusalem's going to be encompassed with armies during this time. So that's a good indicator. And it says here, when you see this, when you see Jerusalem encompassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. And in Mark chapter 13, verse 14, it says, but when ye shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, standing where it ought not, let him that readeth understand. Then let them that be in Judea flee into the mountains. So we know that the abomination of desolation is going to be something that's sickening to God, and it's going to be something that causes desolation. So this much we know, and we can also know that the time to look for this would be when Jerusalem is encompassed with armies. So I hope that helped a little bit and gives a little indicator of what's going to happen right before the abomination of desolation, so men can look out for it. People during this time can pay attention and see when that time is very close, so that way they have a better idea of exactly what it will be, and even instructions on what to do when this time does come. So thank you for watching this video, and God bless you.